I'm going to be moving some turkeys today. They've been in the house for a really long time, and they're big enough where, it's time for them to get outside and enjoy life from here on out. So I'm going to go ahead and set you guys up so you can see the process of me moving the turkeys from the house. Stay tuned. I think my mic's on. I don't know if it is or not, but I think it is. So if it is, then I want to tell you that what I'm doing is getting ready to move this tractor so that I can set it closer to the brooder, which will allow me easier access to moving the turkeys into here. And this brooder is on the taller side, but I really need to use this one right here. So what I might do is put I might move those chickens from there to there. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to figure that part out. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to move this one. This is really a two-person job, but there's just me at home right now, so gotta do what I gotta do. Make this job easier. These tractors all need some repairs, but this one is probably in better shape than the other ones are. So that's why I chose this one. And the fact that it's still tall enough where I can use it for the turkeys. It's good. All right, I think that's a good spot. I always got to use my trusty net. Make it easier on life. Make it easier to grab the turkeys. Easier to get them in here where they need to be. So I happened to check in here yesterday while I was doing the feeding and watering, and I know that there's one right on the threshold of the door. So I'm going to try to get that one first and get him right in here. Got them in the net. Now, we usually will do turkeys every single year for the big holiday that happens at the end of November, but we got a bad shipment this year, so we ended up having to order turkeys again. And so these turkeys are small. It's mid-November, and they're definitely not going to be ready in time for Turkey Day, but we're still going to eat them. We're going to wait for them to get ready. Some of these will be smoked wings and legs. Others will be turkey breasts in the freezer. And then we'll have ground turkey as well. So that's the good thing about this. I know, you're fine. I promise. One down. I think there's a total of 9, so 8 more to go. Whew, that wasn't an easy thing to do because my neck got stuck on a couple of nails in there, but it's okay. We got him. And this is their first time on fresh grass outside, but this is where they're going to live the rest of their life. All right, you guys, back it on up. And I have to keep the door closed because I don't want them to get out while I'm trying to get them. So I don't want to be focusing on trying to get one out and then the others start jumping out of the brooder, and then I've got turkey all over the place, especially when there's fox and raccoons and hawks and everything else that's around here that loves to get them they would love to get their hands on some turkey meat. So gotta keep the door closed. Come here, you. Got another one. Coming out. And looking at what size they are now and thinking about how big and how tall they get, we probably will end up switching over to that other brooder coop. Or maybe I'll have my dad build another one, but they're going to be really tall for this one, I believe. So, we'll see. All right, who's next? I'll get you away from here so that I can get you without getting caught on these nails. Great. Wonderful. Terrific. Don't start flapping now. Don't start flapping now. Thank you. I appreciate it if you didn't flap. I'm going to let you out in just a second. There you go. Thank you. Four more. Oh, 5 more. I can't count. I was thinking 8, but there's 9. You're fine. You're fine. Don't start flapping. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You are fine. I got 2 in here. Oh man, hope I don't lose one. I only got one by the leg, so gotta hope the other one doesn't get wise while I open this up. Okay, let me get you, and let me grab you too. All right, good deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 3 more. Come on, would you like to come with me? Come on. Nope, you don't want to come? You're getting wise? He said, where's everybody else going? It's not time to get eaten yet, so. All right, I haven't got that one pretty easily. That was good. Two more to go. When you're getting them, it's always good to get them by the leg too, in case they start flapping. They start panicking and flapping. Because once they start doing that, it's a good chance that they can flap out of the net. And that's never what we want to happen. We hear you. Peep, peep, peeping. We hear you in here. Peep, peep, peeping. All right, don't give me a hard time. Just come on. Gonna put you back with the other guys. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Stop flapping. Alrighty. These turkeys are broad-breasted whites. They're a commercial production bird. If I had to guess, I'd say this one is probably about 4 pounds, so he's not even big enough to do anything with. Once you dressed him out, he'd be a very small sized chicken, even though he's a turkey. So they have a lot more growing to do. But these are broad-breasted whites. This is what they look like. And because they're white and they will attract, hawks and birds of prey, predator birds. I'm going to cover them mostly up with a tarp because I don't want them to attract attention to themselves. Oh, it's my son, Brandon. All right, can you put that one in there? Let me pause the video. Let me show you guys the turkeys. Hold on. And here they are in all of their glory. Looks like they're trying to find some grass to eat, which is great because that's what we want them to do, is to get in there and get some fresh grass. I did go ahead and, with the help of my son, get their feed up on a cinder block because, you know, it's a farm, so there may be some mice running around and we don't want to feed the mice. We just want to feed the turkeys, and they're tall enough where all they have to do is stick their heads in there. Now, we will give them a 12-gallon waterer, but right now they just have that little waterer in the middle. But I think they're all currently being used, or the ones that are not being used, they need to get repaired. So we do have, oh yeah, I see 2 right now that look like they're missing some nipples. But you can see how they just stick their heads right up in there and go for it with the feed. And that's what we want them to do. We want it to be nice and at their height where they can just get in there and get what they need, and you know, we'll get them some fresh water soon. So turkeys are all moved, completely moved. Let me show you what the brooder coops look like. The brooder coop looks like on the inside. Hold on. All right, so here's the inside of it. There is a door right here that I have open right now, but this little threshold is where we keep extra stuff that we might need for them. What'd you say, babe? No, we're good. Thank you. Any extra supplies or anything that we might need for them. So lights, a heater when it's super cold, pine shavings, and I just cleared them out of here so you can tell what this looks like. But I like to let this sit here because this is the first year that we are really going to try to start our own compost. And so these pine shavings and this turkey poop that's in here is going to be a great way for me to get that started. And you can see where we have them on the lights. The first bigger light we hang a little bit taller, and then the secondary light we hang a little bit lower. So that's a hot spot for them. If they get cold, they go over there in that corner. And then, you know, this part is all open so that if they do get hot, they can come around here. And we do keep the windows cracked just a little bit so that the smell doesn't get in too bad in here, and so that there is a good flow of air. But we keep the turkeys in here usually about 3 to 4 weeks, depending on how they're doing. Chickens, we keep them in here 2 to 3 weeks, and then we move them out to fresh grass, and then once they're on fresh grass, that's where they live for the rest of the time. So just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek into how we do things here on the farm. It's so important when you first get the animals to make sure that, you know, you keep them alive, and by keeping them warm and dry and with a fresh food supply and a fresh supply of water, that is one way that we do that. And we do keep the waters right here in the middle, and then we'll keep the food over here on that side so everyone has access to it. This is what our brooder coops looks like. Our brooder coop. Why do I keep saying coops? Brooder coop. So I am going to do a video series because I've got to order some more chickens because we're completely out, where I show you the chickens from start to finish. So expect that to come up soon. Just as I said, I did go ahead and cover up these turkeys because I want to make sure that nothing can get into them. So I don't want anything like flying across the sky and looking and seeing them and saying, ooh, food, you know. So this is a really good way to keep them protected by just throwing a tarp on there. And of course, I did leave a little portion of it open because if they want to get some sun, I want them to be able to do that. So this is how we do our turkeys here on the farm. And I'll move them a little bit each day so that they can always have access to fresh grass. So we probably have about hour and a half left of daylight, and no, that's not true. It's 3:30, so 4:30. No, hour and a half left of daylight. And so what I'm going to do is go in the house and clean up a little bit, and I got to check my dinner, and then from there I'll come back out and harvest what I need for the CSA. So I'm going to end this portion of the turkey video here. As always, I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I can get this thing to work right. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Oh, I got it on my face. That's why it's trying to continue to follow my face. I continue to try to learn how to use this thing. So I'll get it one day. But thank you guys so much for watching this portion of the video. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.